Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT, and welcome back to another episode of the Miami Dolphins Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series. This is going to be an extremely wild episode because for the first time in any of my Connected Franchise Series, I'm going to be taking on the team that I used last year. So this Cleveland Brown team, I mean, I know they are the Browns, and you'd be used to when you play the Browns, like, that's an easy win. But this team that we put together last year was good enough to win the Super Bowl, and they still have a majority of those players still on the team. As you see, they had a pretty good start to the season, 3-1 on the year. So this is going to be a mighty tough episode, taking on the reigning Super Bowl champions. But before we do get into the game, of course, as always, going to be taking part in some trades, hopefully to make this team a little bit better before we do jump into this game against the Browns, because to be on par talent-wise is going to take a lot. And even like 2 big trades, this episode still probably wouldn't put us on par. But we are going to be the underdogs, but we are in a 3-game winning streak. Hopefully we can continue that to 4. Hopefully guys do enjoy today's video, and if you do, make sure to drop a like on the video because every like really does help out the channel a lot. So let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes for today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Once we do hit 200,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a massive console giveaway to you guys, so be sure to subscribe to have a chance to take part in an incredible giveaway. And if you want to have another chance to win a console, I am doing an Instagram console giveaway once we do hit 10,000 followers, so be sure to go follow my Instagram if you haven't, link in the description box below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell and have it selected to all videos so you do not miss any uploads on the channel. And starting today, I am going to start shouting out a comment every single video. The comment's going to be from the previous uploaded video, and one of the first 15 people to comment will be selected to be shouted out for my next video, so make sure you have notifications on to have a chance to be shouted out. As always, hang in there merch, top of the description box below. Every single dollar earned from the shirt sales is going directly to charity, getting so close to our goal of shirt sales, so be sure to go buy a shirt to be a part of a great cause while also rocking some awesome merch. Long intro RBT over with. Let's get into the rest of the video. So jumping into trade suggestion number 1, and as always boys, if your trade is not featured in today's episode, be sure to leave it in the comment section below. The ones with the most thumbs up will be the ones featured in next episode, and be sure if you see a comment in the comment section below you think would be a good trade for this series, thumbs it up so I see what players you do want to see on the team. I about knocked over my fan, but we're solid. With that said, boys, trade suggestion number 1 with almost 300 thumbs up, Nicholas PB&J Shrek Gamer Elite Gang says to get Jalen Ramsey. I think we tried to get him last year and he was way too hard to get, so we might not be able to get him this episode, but we're gonna try. Now, if we don't get Jalen Ramsey, we're at the point, guys, where we don't have that much left to trade away. It's how it always happens. So I'm gonna try my best to complete the highest thumbs up comments, but it's not a guarantee we actually make the deal happen. But I'll do everything in my power to make a smart trade happen. I'm not gonna do dumb trades, smart trades at this point. And also, we only have 2 more weeks left before the trade deadline, so we have a lot of work to do in a little amount of time. But Jalen Ramsey still on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and if you guys are curious of who the Browns have on their team, and the reason we haven't tried trading for a lot of these players is because we made a rule at the beginning of this season, and you guys are the ones that suggested it, that we trade for no players on the Browns, because that would mean that we traded for players in 2 straight seasons. So with that said, look at this team. They have Von Miller, Le'Veon Bell, Luke Kuechly, David DeCastro, Alvin Kamara. This team, boys, look how many 90 overall plus players they have. Starting quarterback, Josh Rosen. That's probably the weakest link of the team. So it's going to be difficult, boys. But anyways, let's try to make the team better as of right now. But I'm not even sure if I said this. My brain went to 1,000 different places. But if we don't get Jalen Ramsey in this episode, there's another cornerback that we are going to go after this. But I want to get Jalen Ramsey opposed to this other guy because number 1, Jalen Ramsey higher overall. Number 2, he's cheaper. But we still have $26 million to spend. But anyways, let's try to make this deal happen. So they need cornerback, middle linebacker, quarterback, right outside linebacker, left tackle. Now, cornerback, what do we have there? I know we do have Canu Neal that we converted from free safety to cornerback, and you guys were iffy on me trading him, so I'm probably gonna hold off as long as I can. I mean, if it makes obvious sense to get a superstar player to if we have to trade away Canu Neal, I'll try to make it happen. But as of right now, not gonna go out of my way to trade him. Denzel Ward, he's a new player, not gonna trade him. Shaquille Griffin, another player, he's paired up with his brother Shaquem Griffin, and I'm not gonna trade him away either. But Jonathan Jones and Corn, I am looking to potentially trade away. So hopefully they're interested in him. They are. So are they interested in the other corner? Corn? They want corn? Corn the corner? They don't want corn. So, moving along to the next position, they want a middle linebacker, but I don't think we have any that we could trade away. Yeah, we just have Reuben Foster. I'm not going to trade him away. Let's go at the quarterback position. We do have a young backup quarterback in Jordan Ryan, who was a first-round draft pick, 79 overall. That's not in the green. I wonder if there's any teams. If there's any team, okay, there's a couple teams out there that want him in the green, which means it would be a lot smarter to trade him to these teams. So I'm going to try to hold off on trading him away if we don't necessarily have to bring in Jalen Ramsey. At this point, boys, when we get like this far along in the season and in the franchise series, like these portions of the videos take way longer because I have to like try to finesse and do every little magician type thing I can do to make these players. That was a really weird hand motion. But let's just see how close this is right here, straight up. That's like, I mean, that's promising. That is promising, but we still have a lot of work to do. Now, draft pick wise, we have one first round draft pick left, and we use it on Jalen Ramsey. Thing is, it is our last first round draft pick, but I have so many players that we could trade away for first to other teams that won't necessarily mesh well in a deal like this, but there's some teams that would be willing to give them a first or maybe a second. So I don't think it would be the worst thing in the world to trade away our first round draft pick for a 95 overall corner. So let's see how close this makes the deal. Puts it into the yellow. So one more player that they're kind of interested in, and the deal should go through. So how about Trevor Knight, our third string quarter? Oh, I think this is why we couldn't make this deal happen last year. Because the Jaguars don't have a lot of cap. That's the problem. So we need a player that's not worth a lot of cap. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. I don't even know if we have any players on our roster that fit this mold. I don't think there's any way we can actually make this deal happen. Because even like Dwayne Brown, that puts him, unless we can use a draft pick here. Unless another draft pick makes this deal get accepted, which means we'd have to trade away like our second from next year. How about this? It gets so close. We're probably going to need something from this year. So like I said, this is going to take a hot minute, boys. So let's try to trade up a little bit. A fourth from next year, 7th and 6th. Is that enough to get a third from this year? Probably not. But let's at least attempt it. A third from this year. And that is so disgustingly close. So if maybe we trade the second from next year, take out that, would this be accepted? It was accepted. I think a third round draft pick from this year is more highly valued than a second round draft pick from next year. That's just my thought process in my mind. So let's see if we throw in a first, a third, and the cornerback if we can get Jalen Ramsey. If not, I think it's a possibility. But is it worth the amount it's going to take to actually trade away? So a first, a third, and Jonathan Jones for Jalen Ramsey. Please, please, please. And it was accepted, boys. So boom, blockbuster trade goes down in this series. One of the best players we have gotten in this series. A lot of stuff we just traded away there, but at the same time, we're upgrading our #1 cornerback to a solid 95 overall. And we pretty much use all of our draft picks. But is he our highest rated player? So, actually not. He's like our 4th highest rated player, but he's probably been the hardest player to get in the series thus far. And in week 6, we're still able to make deals like this happen. That's pretty good. So, Jalen Ramsey doesn't travel too far from Jacksonville to Miami, but this time, he's on a Super Bowl contender in the Miami Dolphins and hopefully does good against the Browns. So, somehow, magically, we made that deal happen, although there wasn't a lot like we could do in terms of wiggle room because the Jaguars had no cap, but that's why I'm a good guy. So with that said, boys, the next and final trade suggestion from today's episode with 207 thumbs up from Zachary Rosendahl says get right tackle, I think that's Ryan Ramczyk of the Saints. He's a 90 overall. Now, what the problem is right now, if you look at our offensive line, we've been working on the offensive line the past couple episodes. We got very unlucky because I'm dumb and didn't check beforehand when we did trades, and a couple of our players that we traded for were injured. So if you look at the offensive line now, the glaring holes are left tackle and center. But we don't need a left tackle. I mean, we do, but at the same time, David Bakhtiari is a player that we traded for. He's a 93 overall. He'll be back in 3 weeks. No point in trading for a left tackle because we'll get this 93 overall in 3 weeks. And Dwayne Brown is good enough to hold off until then. Now, at center, we need a better center. Brandon Scherf is a player we did trade for, and he was injured, but he is back. So he's at right guard now. So this is his first week. He's going to play. Now, we did get Quentin Nelson last episode, but what I'm willing to do if we can get this right tackle, Ramczyk, Quentin Nelson came as a guard, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to move him to the center position and then put Ramczyk at right tackle, and right there, our offensive line, aside from waiting on Bakhtiari to come back from injury, will be set and solid for the rest of the series, so we can spend the next 2 episodes potentially. I want to end up trading away Tevin Coleman. The whole point we signed him out of free agency was to be able to trade him and have Saquon Barkley as a number 1. So maybe get another running back. We have Tevin Coleman we can trade away. Maybe another wide receiver. We don't need a tight end because I'm injured, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. We had so many injuries. And we have some other positions we can fill. Maybe defensive line too. So offensive line should be set if this deal does get accepted. Now, let's see what it's going to take. Hopefully, he's one of those offensive linemen that aren't that difficult to get. So, if he is correct here, he is 90 overall on the New Orleans Saints, and he's only worth $650K. So, this could be hard. It could be easy. I don't know. So, just to test the waters, always throw in a quarterback to see. Look at that. Look how easy this potentially will be to get accepted. Now, we don't have any middle linebackers as we saw throughout the Jalen Ramsey deal. Middle line or left outside linebacker, we have Raekwon McMillan, but I don't necessarily want to trade him away. Do they want Kiko Alonso by chance? They don't. Submit it anyway. Went up a little bit. Now, do I potentially trade away? Now, let's just chill for a second while we can. At center, we do have a 74 Adrian Waddle, who they don't want. Let's submit it anyway. Made it halfway. Don't think we have any actual players are interested in at the positions of need for them. But we might be able to get away with doing some crazy stuff. Maybe they want corn. Do they want corn? They don't want corn. Let me try it anyway. Made it yellow. But maybe we just try some draft picks instead, even though we have pretty late draft picks. So 4th round draft pick from next year. Submit this. Brought it up into the yellow as well. So what this might take is some more trading up of draft picks. So what we're going to do here is try just trading a 4th and a 7th from next year for a 3rd from next year maybe. See if this should be accepted. And no, wow, it's not. So let's trade away a crappy player. Need a left tackle. Let's just get this 3rd round draft pick out of the way. What's like the lowest overall player we have? Let's go with, hello, somebody bad. Corn? Do we trade corn? I don't want to trade corn away. Dang. Maybe I just change it to a 6th. Or maybe I find another team. Because like I said, guys, I'm drawing this out because I'm trying to save as much as possible to use the next 2 episodes. So probably can find another team that would accept it straight up. Potentially know what they want. So instead, let's try this 6th from next year instead of the 7th. Maybe this will be accepted instead, and it was accepted. So now that should help in that deal. And because Madden's dumb, after 2 years of franchise, they still haven't fixed a gosh dang stupid glitch that, like, where your draft pick doesn't show up immediately after you trade for it. You have to back all the way out and back in. Like, it's not that hard for me to back out, but still annoying, and why can't they change it? I don't know. But with all that said, 3rd round draft pick from next year, going to the New Orleans Saints to hopefully bring in our starting right tackle, which will allow our current right tackle to move inside to solidify our offensive line. Ramczyk, sending this through, doesn't look too promising. Trade away Trevor Knight. How close did it get through now? That's relatively close. So now, if we throw in, just curious, sometimes teams are interested in fullbacks for some reason, I don't know. Now, if we trade away corn, about corn. They want corn. If we trade away corn here, we probably need another corner. Trade away corn potentially. Made it green. Interesting. Now, so maybe Adrian Waddle's enough? Come on, please. Make this simple on me. That actually went down. So they don't want corn. Interesting, boys. Interesting. Maybe what we do here is this is where we start to see if any team out there is interested in Kiko Alonso. And no team out there looks like they're interested in Kiko Alonso. So that hurts pretty bad. So now let's try Kiko Alonso in this deal, I guess. So Trevor Knight plus the 3rd round draft pick from next year. Now adding for Ryan Ramczyk. Hopefully this is enough. If not, I'll probably have to trade up for some more draft picks. That actually went down too. So unfortunately, it's probably going to take a little bit more trading up. Let's do a 7th from this year. And see, if we get a 3rd round draft pick from this year, I think it should go through. Because there's such a big difference in the value from other teams in trades. From a 3rd from next year and a 3rd from this year. So try to get the 3rd from this year from the Seattle Seahawks. And, wow, a lot harder than what I thought. So a 5th and a 6th maybe. Is this enough to trade up? Please? No. Oh, do they want a player? Please? Like, can I make this deal happen? Vincent Taylor. I don't want to trade away somebody that could be helpful somewhere else. Maybe they want Adrian Waddle. Maybe they want him. They don't want the Waddle man. That's unfortunate. Maybe we have to trade away Sherman Harrison. Do they want Sherman? Dog, this is dragging out a little bit too far. Dwayne Brown. Okay, let's see if okay, let's try to find a player that a team would want. Who is the man though? Who is the man that we can do this for? Why does nobody want Kiko Alonso? That hurts. Jimmy Ward. Okay, let's see if any team out there is interested in Jimmy Ward. Dog, hello? Nobody wants Jimmy either? I thought somebody was going to want Jimmy. That's why I kept him around so long. Never mind on that one. That sucks. Patrick Chung. Somebody out there's got to want Pat. Like, Pat's a good man. There's got to be one team that wants Pat for one reason or another. Just kidding. Well, this has ruined my plans because I was saving that for the last second. That sucks. So I guess we have to trade away. Let's go. Vince. Somebody's got to want Vincent. He's young, 74 overall defensive tackle. Got to be one team. There we go. Broncos. Boom. So try to get a 2nd from the Broncos, and rather close. Rather close. So with that, let's throw in a 5th from next year. Okay, so we might not be able to get this. So let's try a 3rd from this year. Submit this. Let's throw in a 5th from next year. I'm just trying to make this deal happen. Please? Bro, why? Just let good things happen. What's the best? A 3rd? Okay, so if I throw in a 3rd from this year, this deal better go through, and I better be able to get some extra draft picks too. So would this be accepted? No. How about this? No. Unfortunate. So how about just this? Please? Okay, so at least we get something. We get a 3rd round draft pick. So now, after 17 minutes of watching me trade players in a virtual video game that replicates football, I think we're finally going to get our man. So, going back to the Saints, we might just be able to trade up the 3rd round draft pick just straight up. So, Ryan Ramczyk, 3rd round draft pick. Is this enough to get the man? Submitting the deal. It's yellow. So I think there's a little bit of hope here. Trevor Knight, sending this through. It was accepted. So, takes a lot of trading up, a lot of finessing, but hey, that's what happens in the series later on because we don't have much else like to trade away. But a 3rd round draft pick, plus Trevor Knight, for a 90 overall right tackle. We still have $27 million to spend, which means like players that cost more normally are easier to get because teams want to get them off their cap hit. So that means we have players that we could like trade for that are expensive, but hopefully easier to get. And we have 27 mil left, so that is good in that sense. So now, last bit of business before we jump into the game, boys. We are going to convert Quentin Nelson to center. I think he actually is going to drop because I think he came as an 86 overall guard and for some reason went up as a center or as a right tackle. So hopefully he's just an 86 center, or hopefully higher, but it's probably not going to happen. 86, yep, he's an 86 overall center. So with that, our offensive line looks pretty freaking good. So whenever David Bakhtiari comes back from injury, we should be solid. So with that, boys, our team's looking good. Probably a wide receiver, maybe a star running back, some defensive linemen for sure. Probably we need probably a whole new defensive line aside from the defensive tackle number 2 spot, and maybe another linebacker of some sort. But anyways, boys, leave your trade suggestions in the comment section below. Time to do the gosh dang thing. This is probably going to be the toughest game we play all year. So I wanted to point this out too. We're at an 89 overall. We are like I think like 78 when we started, so we boosted our team up by almost 10 overall since the beginning. But if you look at the Browns, they're still at 95 overall, which is easily the highest overall team currently in the NFL. So this is definitely going to be the toughest task of the whole entire season. But I mean, we are on a 3-game winning streak, so hopefully that means something. Hey, Norwood. I don't even know this guy's, what his name is, but Norwood catch. He's filling in for me, the best tight end in NFL history. Saquon Barkley, big carry, spin move. No way. Okay, so this has been a good start. 1 run, 2 plays, touchdown. And I'm being honest with you guys. I don't understand this game at all. I know when I start winning like this after losing the first couple games, everybody says I turned down the difficulty, but it's not that serious. I would never go to that extreme. It's not that serious. But it does seem fishy, and it makes no sense that the first 3 games, dude, I struggled so bad. Or was the first 2 games I lost? I struggled so bad on both sides of the ball, which I still might in this game. Maybe that was just luck. But it makes no sense that I struggled so bad in 2 straight games against teams that weren't even that good, I think. I think I lost to really bad teams. And then ever since then, I haven't won games very easily, but it's just such a big difference in it going to be super hard where a robot couldn't win to it's just, I don't know. You get what I'm saying though? And I hate it. I like it that I'm winning, but I hate it too because I don't want people to think I'm cheating. Like I said, it's not that serious. But I understand where some people come from. But anyways, hopefully that means hopefully I didn't just jinx myself because that was probably just luck. See what I mean? No, bad, Jalen. Jalen, please. Okay, what I just said just completely flipped around on me. I'm never gonna say something like that again. And I want to point it out too that Shaquem Griffin is also hurt, so we have a ton of players hurt. Le'Veon Bell, it's gonna be so hard to stop him defensively. Shaquem Griffin, our starting outside linebackers, hurt. We have me, a 99 overall tight ends, hurt. We have our starting left tackle hurt, and I think that might be it. But that's still 3 very good players. So it's going to be interesting. We have 90 or 75 overall Kiko Alonso starting for us, an outside linebacker. That right there is not a good indication of how things are going to go defensively for us. And as you see right there, Michael Crabtree with a catch. This offense is just so good, dude. This is going to be fun. So we do have the Browns to a 3rd down and goal. When I don't commentate and concentrate, things sometimes go better. But if we go into a field goal, I'll be a happy man because that means we still have the lead. I'm not sure how many times we'll be able to hold him to a field goal. So that's a guy with a catch. Actually, the guy dropped it. Jake Butt, that's another fan favorite because of the guy's name. He dropped it. Thank God for his butt. 4th and goal. Gonna hold him to a field goal. I like it. So we're actually running wild right now against the Browns. And we did have some teams last year when I had the Browns or used the Browns, was the owner of the Browns, that did run against us. So maybe that is our weakness. But I want another talking point on the whole thing. It's weird that it's just got easier all of a sudden type thing. I mean, it does make sense because the team is drastically improved from week 1. But it just seems like in every series, there's one point where things either get extremely hard out of nowhere or extremely easy or easier than what it was just out of nowhere. Which, I mean, it does make sense, like I said, because we have improved the team in terms of trades, but have we improved it that much? Antonio Brown should be open on the post. Drops it. He dropped so many passes. For a 97 or 98 overall receiver, he drops a lot of freaking passes. So what are we going to do to be smart about it? Run this same exact play because it's my favorite play in the playbook. And another reason we might have lost the first 2 games, started playing well all of a sudden, not gonna lie, completely forgot to change the playbooks for the first 2 games, and then when we lost 2, I didn't remember to change it for the next episode. So we had a playbook I wasn't familiar with the first 2 episodes, and ever since then, we've won since I've changed them. But anyways, that's just food for thought. A's gonna be not open. That's a pick. That's gonna be fun. I just, sometimes it just seems so easy. But then again, I want to just explain myself to you. When I'm going to throw this route, I see my tight end here. He's about to break to the outside. Look at how much space. So I try to, predetermine my throw and predetermine the fact that he's going to be wide open. But when he makes his break, look how much ground Luke Kuechly covers up. So right here's where I'm throwing the ball because I think he's about to break outside and be wide open. but this is where things turn bad. Running the ball again. Le'Veon Bell. I missed the tackle. Touchdown. Wow, Browns have the lead. Oh, ever since, like, it's like Madden hears me. It's like they have ears in the Xbox. So after a sack, it's a 3rd down and 17. Not the most ideal situation to be in when you're down by 3 points to a team that's really good that you probably won't stop from scoring the rest of the game. But let's see if miracles can happen. They've happened before. Okay, A is going to be open. We need to fit that in a tight window. Cordell Patterson, the miracle in Cleveland. Another 3rd down. Another opportunity to do bad things. A is going to be open, please, Cordell. Cordell caught it. I think that's a first. Now he dropped. He dropped. Dang it. Come on, please. Perfection. Perfection. I just now realized we have a punter with the last name Hack. Oh, brilliant. Now it's time, boys. This is where good things can happen. Safety. We need a safety ASAP. That would make me a happy, happy boy in a happy, happy world. This could be the thing. Uh-oh. This could be a bad thing. Dang it. Well, there goes the safety opportunity. Gonna bring pressure on the quarterback. They have some men open. Can we, like, run? There's no way. Dog, nah. That's not a real pass. Okay, now that completely negates the fact of the whole entire discussion I had after the first score I had. Like, that is, no NFL quarterback makes that throw. Sprinting out to his right, throws the ball across his body down the field 40 yards to the other sideline. Like, I really, really need to get this stopped because I don't want the Browns to put up any more points. They get the ball at halftime, too, which is not good for me. So, he's not going to do it again. Okay, so that's good. We have 2 minutes to score. Antonio Brown, please. Diving catch. Now, that's the type of catch a 97 overall receiver makes. We have the ball at midfield, a minute left to go. Heck, I would even take a field goal to tie the game. Screen pass. This could be beautiful. This, make the block. Okay, 75's... What's coming at the back of his helmet? No wonder. He's probably in pain. No wonder he can't make the block. Okay, something's up. Something's up with this man. Dog, where does that come from? Does he have that at the beginning? He does. What's coming out the back of his helmet? What is this? Dog, what is that type of fungus on the back of his helmet? Get this man a new helmet. Saquon Barkley, another big run, 1st down. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Hopefully I just don't screw things up here. He almost has 100 yards already. That's pretty good. Okay, A, down the seam. Norwood, I don't know your first name, but I like you a lot. Okay, so we're hurrying up here. We still have 2 timeouts. Why am I running hurry up instead of calling a timeout? I really don't know. Hopefully good things. See, I knew it. I knew it. It always happens. Like, I would strongly prefer we take the lead here instead of kicking a field goal. But the one thing I don't want is an interception of some sort. We have a fast guy. B's open. Please. Jarvis. That's where the game hurts my brain. Jarvis Landry doesn't have the IQ points to actually catch the ball in stride and run up the field instead of running straight to the sideline. So with me having to try to control him to make a quick cut up the field, unfortunately, he stopped completely instead of running up the field. Should have been a touchdown, but things could be worse, I guess. Gotta stay positive. Well, there's another wide open receiver, Evan Ingram. I wish my tight end could run routes like that. 1st down within the 10. So, my friends, here we go. 3rd down and goal from the 9. Once again, I'd be okay with giving up a field goal, but now that I say that, it's probably going to be something bad for me. Okay, okay, just don't. Hello? Can we sack the quarterback today, tomorrow? Josh Rosen still got 3 yards on the play. But that's a 4th down. Means they're going to have to kick a field goal. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Antonio Brown, he's open. If he doesn't have to dive to make the catch, could have ran, maybe scored a touchdown, but I like it. Starting off the 4th quarter in style. Oh no, that's awful. That is absolutely awful. I knew it was a dead play. I knew it was holding, but now they're going to decline. I was trying to throw the ball away. Now they're going to decline. It's going to be a 3rd and 21. Oh, now we're like 10 yards out of field goal range. What does a man do here? Well, I guess you go to the play that works like 33% of the time. So hopefully this is one of those times. Hopefully Antonio Brown's open. If not, we are screwed. So he's going to be open first. Deshaun? So we need to stop here pretty bad. 3rd and 2, bringing the whole city of Mexico. Kiko Alonso! Hey, get up, run. Minka Fitzpatrick. Hi, my name's Minka, and I do good things for the team. I was actually dogging on Kiko Alonso being playing for us this episode, and he causes the fumble, which gives us a massive lead. So what a turn of events, and that shows you anything that I missed that. No, I didn't. Anything that comes out of my mouth, think the opposite. 3rd down and 10, boys. We have a chance. They're running the screen pass. This could be good for us. Please, somebody make this open field tackle. Please, Canoe Neal. He's the man. Maybe we shouldn't trade him. A huge open field tackle, which means we get the ball back, which means we have a chance now to chew some clock, which also means we have a chance to get the clock closer to 0, which means that will be another win for us over a very good team. How did we get here? Big play here, my friends. 3rd and 3. We get this 1st down. We might be able to chew the clock down pretty far. This guy's fast. Spin move. Saquon Barkley. That is so close. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do something extremely wild. I think I'm going to do it. We're going to let the clock run all the way to 2 minutes. And I'm going to run a very unique play. So 2-minute warning. This could be the biggest play of the year. This is why they call me Mr. Wild. So we're going to run a quarterback sneak. Deshaun Watson needs to make up for his errant throw earlier that went for some reason 15 yards behind Antonio Brown. This could seal the game. Okay, we got. I was so scared. I thought we didn't. 3rd down and 10. If we pick up this 1st down, it's GG. If we don't, and we throw an incompletion, we don't show any clock. So I'm tempted, if we don't have a wide open receiver, to just take a sack. And dog, I wish that fungus would get off my right guard's helmet. That's so distracting. We need a big play here. Somebody do good things. You know what? We're going to scramble. No, we'll probably take a sack. Just kidding. Why? Down the field. Please, big play. Jarvis Landry drops it. Should have took the sack. Now the Browns are going to have 2 minutes to do very bad things to me. No timeouts though. But I'm actually, if I was a betting man, I would bet against me. Wide open man. Look at that. 1st down just like that. Dude, I'm telling you, there's some type of code in Madden. When quarterbacks get within 2 minutes left to go in the game and they're down, their rating goes up to 147. It's a fact. I wish he'd just come out and come clean about the whole entire ordeal. Now he's going to scramble. Fumble. And also, I guess they don't fumble either. See, look at the dots he's throwing. I'm so scared. Now he's 38 yards away from doing extremely bad things to me. How is he finding these guys wide open like that? Oh, nervous. Pick! Dude, the scenes if I would have picked that off. The ball, bounced off of his foot and almost landed in my hands. I would have laughed. Potential good things. 3rd down and 10. So bring the spy. He has pressure. That could be a pick. Okay, that was close. 4th down and 10. Almost a sack. Almost a 1st down, almost a pick, all in one. So 4th down and 10. If we make this stop, it's a GG, my boys. But I'm a rather scared Pelican in Antarctica on this play. But let's just do good things. 4th and 10. The running back's open. He's wide open. Make him drop the ball. They have the ball at the 11. This is not good for me. They're 11 yards away from winning the ball game. I'm actually so scared right now. I am actually a scared boy. He's wide open. Make the stop and bounce. See, now this is bad. I'd rather them go ahead and score if they're going to do it. Oh my, 3rd and 3. Are they going to spike it? They're going to spike it. Oh my. Just kick the field goal. Please, just save my heartache potentially. They're going to, I just know it. I have such a bad feeling, dude. I have such a bad feeling about this play. 4th down and 3. If we make the stop here, we win. If we don't, I'm just going to end the episode with no outro whatsoever. Well, I guess we still have a chance, but oh my, am I a scared guy. Please. Bring pressure. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. If I was a betting man, dog, I'm telling you, I was about to bet $100,000 if the bookies would allow me to against me. But somehow, someway, once again, man, the theme of the year, if we win, is not pretty, but all that matters is the final score as the Miami Dolphins, in pretty freaking dramatic fashion, in the owner's return to Cleveland, we get an important 17-13 victory as Saquon Barkley, I think, well, it's either him or Kiko Alonso is our player of the game, because Kiko Alonso, without that play, we probably don't win. But with that said, boys, a fun game, a fun episode, as we do improve to 4-2 on the year as we advance into week number 7 against the Dallas Cowboys, who are 2-3 on the year. So we will be traveling to Jerry's World to hopefully win our 5th game in a row. So with that said, boys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Be sure to drop a like if you haven't. Last episode hit like 1.7 thousand likes. Let's do the gosh dang thing together and beat that like target and see if we can smash 2,000 likes. It's been a while since we've hit 2,000, so be sure to do that. Also, next week is a trade deadline, so be sure to get your trade suggestions in as while you can. With that said, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless. And dude, I've gotten so awkward lately with these peace signs. Like, I do a bunch of like weird stuff and it doesn't flow well. Dog, how long has my camera been out of focus? Hopefully not a long time. Peace. Dude, I'm gonna be so mad if it was actually out of focus the whole time.